There's an overflow, abundance of favor. It's a new level. It's a new level.
Hallelujah. Father, we thank you for this forum. Use me, oh my Father, to inspire the business people, the people who sustain this nation, the people who sustain the churches, the people who contribute to the communities. Use me as a vessel, God, oh my Father. Bless your people who are doing businesses in Kenya, the 1.7 million registered ones and 5.3 million informal businesses. May you expand these 5.5 million informal businesses to formal businesses so that God, my Father, our nation, our country, our Africa will be able to shine. Your church will also shine, especially those who run businesses in a Christian perspective. We trust in you, God, oh my Father. Regardless of the challenges, you shall see us through. In Jesus' name, we pray and trust. Amen. Wow. I am so humbled to be here to sharpen one another. And my name is Wachiuri. I work with Optiven, and I'm a very, very close friend of CITAM. I think I've been to many CITAM assemblies, empowering people, empowering women, talking to the youth, and I'm so happy to see that CITAM Karen has organized such a wonderful networking session to give our people, our business people, our entrepreneurs an opportunity to showcase what they are doing out there. And I also like the topic, next level. Because when God created the world, we are his creation. So we have authority, permission, ability to create. So there's no reason why a Christian should start a business and keep struggling. That's why this forum is very good, because we are going to network. We are going to sharpen one another. We are going to make each other shine. And I'm so happy that I'm contributing to other discussions that other speakers have spoken. But the main one is Deuteronomy 8:18. It is God who gives us power and ability to create wealth. This is very exciting. And I'm so happy that the CITAM is setting stage for other Christian communities to empower her people. I happen to have a friend who is an Asian. And one time I asked him, how comes your businesses are able to see generations and generations? The guy told me, we mentor our people in the temple. Kube, we are doing the same here. We are mentoring our people in the church. Somebody has got cash flow issues. There's somebody here. I don't know whether our football is around here. They are expert in managing money. There's somebody here called Wachiuri, expert in organization structure. And that's my topic this morning. And one day, somebody was asking me, why do people really insist on business organization structure? And gave me a story that one time he went to a very big church in Ghana. And that church, the water was flowing up. Yet there was no plumber. And asked, how comes we don't see big tanks, but the water is flowing? And then the guy told me, it's because we put structure, the plumber went home. The same with our businesses. Once we set up good structures, this idea of CEOs committing suicide will end. Once you have good structures, as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you don't need to be standing in front of your supermarket. At what was kuchukue pesa? Hapana. Enda nyumbani pumzika. Go to Mombasa. Because the structures are working. And the structures make the business also grow. I remember one time I was a young businessman. I had an office in Gilfillan. And I was the sweeper, the accountant, the marketer. I remember one time I left the office at 3 a.m. In the morning, I had a meeting with my bank. And I went for that meeting, and the guy asked me, why are you dozing? Kwani umekunywa kitu? Pana, I only drink the Holy Spirit. Sija kunywa kitu. Kumbe ni usingizi. And I discovered Some of us, we run these flat structures. Number one, because you have no resources. That is one of the types of structures. When you're starting, you cannot start with a big structure, the CEO, the deputy CEO, the GM, the finance department, the marketing department. You start small. And we believe that you start small, think big, and start now. That's how we started. Very flat structure. It's you, maybe two more people. But as you grow, develop these structures so that you are able to group different roles and responsibilities. They call it the functional organization structure. I come to your organization, you tell me, hey, George, this is our finance department. There's a CFO there. There's a deputy CFO there. There is senior manager there. There is an accountant there. There is a clerk there, and they are intern. You can see the structure. But it takes time for you to develop such a working structure. You go to marketing, you see the same. The marketing manager, the deputy, the marketers, the interns, organization structure. Why do people do these organization structures? Why do they do them? There are other companies, especially vehicle assemblies, they develop what I call divisional structures. Divisional structures, we may have maybe one in Kenya, one in Rwanda, one in Sudan. Everybody is there. Accountant is there under one boss. Marketer is there under one boss. It has its own advantages. But because most of them are running SMEs, basically, and this is what Optiven uses, the functional organization structure. It works so well. However, there are some advantages that when you want to communicate as a business leader, it's easy. You only need to send one message and the message goes. I remember when we had a lockdown, we had to close our restaurants. And I was wondering, how do we open these restaurants? Thank God for structures. I only sent one SMS. Dear so-and-so, let's open the restaurant tomorrow. We buy this number of goods, let's operate. That was it. The structure is able to communicate. However, some of us, since you don't have structures, you need to call all your staff, all your employees, you call them. Maybe there are 10 calls. Yet, if you have good structures, you only do one call. It works. And structures start early. I remember when I was in class 1, I was made a class prefect. I did not know the responsibilities of a class prefect. I'm a person who loves people. So everybody in the classroom was my friend. And people are making noise. Then the teacher comes, Wachiuri, bring the noisemakers. I have none. Because where did Rafiki? I was punished. I did not know that the structure was, the class that was asked by the headmaster, why is this class 1B making a lot of noise? It was a class of marketers. When the headmaster asked the classmaster comes to me. No results. That means even as you develop structures, results must be sought. And let me now talk to entrepreneurs. If you develop this structure, regardless of how they are, could be divisional, could be functional. If you don't have a proper job description, your people will be wasting time. Develop a very nice job description. What is your work? Are you a telemarketer? Your work is to call 20 people in a day. Are you in customer service? Your work is to handle customers' feedback. Is the development of JD well done? Number 2, as a leader, as a business owner, are you able to appraise these people within the structure? The year is over. What have you done? Like for us at Optiven, we tell you these are the targets. By the end of every 3 months, we evaluate. You are supposed to sell maybe 2 properties in Amanda Ridge, 4 properties in Victory Gardens, Kitengela, 5 properties in Happy Gardens, Kitengela, 6 in Konza, because Konza is cheaper. And then we check. There are ratings. 40%, you are given performance improvement. Below 40%, we tell you, oh, tunakupenda. Lakini, there's a postcode target doesn't love you. See you. And then you go home. But since people know the structure, how it works, they work so hard to ensure that they don't have PIP. The same with their businesses. Maybe you have a shop. Do you have a target for that shop attendant. No targets, no performance. And for you as a business leader, you don't need to do all these appraisals yourself. No, be like a plumber who does the work, goes home. The supervisors need to do, within the structure, need to do these appraisals, need to check how people are performing. For us at Optiven, we are now about 400 employees. Can you imagine George Wachiuri appraising 400 people? It is impossible. But there's a structure that says this supervisor appraises this number of people. This supervisor appraises this number of people. They are able to monitor the target. That is what we are talking about. And once we get the right structures, our businesses will be growing like mushrooms. Easy. Easy. I don't know whether you have met with a business owner and they are always on the phone. Have you ever met such people? They are all at a kanisa. You think they are searching the verse? No, they are checking whether the money has gone to the bank. That's because they do not have the working structure. Of course, you are saying, George, there are other things for business to grow. Yes, there are other things. But I'm not talking about those things. There are things of dynamic leadership. If the leadership is weak, the organization will never grow. That's why right now we are very busy looking for the next leader for our country. We want a leader who can really push the vision 2030. The same with you, dynamic leadership. There are other things called the focus vision. Your business must have a purpose, must have a vision. If you ask us at Optiven, we say our vision is to be the champions of socio-economic transformation. Our vision was to sell plots. We don't sell plots. We settle people. We change communities. We inspire possibilities. The vision must be clear. There are other things like employees engagement. Yeah, employees engagement. As a leader, engage your employees. Use best. Yeah, you've done a good job, you know. You've met your target. And when you promise, please deliver. There are other things like a scalable business model. There are different models that we can study, that we can scale up. I don't know whether you've ever studied the Chinese model. It's amazing. They are easily scaling up their businesses in Africa, easily. And most of us, we say we are champions in socio-economic transformation, and we are just here in Kenya. What prevents us going across borders to Tanzania? The other day, the president of Tanzania came and told us the animals are friends. The Tanzanians and Kenyans, we must be friends, do business together. The scalable business model. There are other things like systems and technology. Especially at the time of COVID, without systems and technology, I can tell you, regardless of your structure, you will struggle to propel your business to the next level. Systems and technology. Customer-centric culture. How do you treat your customers? And then finally, good business structure. That is what we are discussing today. And talked about the functional, the divisional, and the flat structure. For you to develop, ensure that these structures work. But let me share with you some of the advantages and benefits of these good business structure. And this is from practical experience, what you have experienced in Optiven. And this is what I've discovered. Before that, there was a lot of confusion. A good business structure reduces conflicts and fights. Let me give you a story. You know, I think 2 months ago, I went to my village. And when I go to my village, people know that we have a target of creating 30,000 jobs by the year 2030. So immediately they learned I'm in our home. They started stripping. The young men started coming. George, I want a job. There's no way we'll be talking on media. You want to create 30,000 jobs? Na mimi niko hapa nimesoma. I'm an engineer. And you're not giving me a job. I said, for sure, this guy has a point. Yeah. So let me pick your CV and see you on Monday. So the guy came on Monday. I put the guy in one of the projects, a man reached the place of peace. Where? Same hatari. And I was texting this guy. This guy was boasting everywhere. Me, I talked to the CEO. Where? The project engineer was irrelevant. And the guy became very, very, very proud. Kumbe, I made a mistake. I ignored the structure. This is what I would have done. I'd pick the guy, take them to the project engineer to be interviewed, even if I'm influencing, and get a job, but not picking the guy, taking them directly to the assignment without consulting the supervisor. It was chaotic. By the time I was sorting out the issue, the guy was fired. Can you imagine if he went back home, maybe that engineer could have resigned. And most of us, we are doing the same with our structures. Hey, medium dosi, I'm the owner of the business. This is my cousin, and my cousin must work here in this supermarket. I always advise people, hire people you can fire. Because once you fire your cousin, my friend, the whole village of Nyamira will know that my brother fired me. He's a bad man. But when the guy is fired by the system, you are safe. That's why for me, I don't hire. There's a system. There's a structure of human resource. Even if you are my brother, go for an interview. Ujitete hapo. My friends here, kuja, jitete. Respect the structure. To reduce what? Conflicts and fights. Very important. Number two, another advantage that we gain from good structures. Number two, a good organizational structure boosts respect. A good organizational structure boosts respect. This is another story also. I like mentoring through stories. You know, there's a guy we have a spa here in Waterfront called Eagle Peak Spa. So one time I was going there. I met this young man, energetic and vibrant, and told me, I've been given 7 days termination. I've been fired for 7 days. The boss told him, go home for 7 days. Talk to me after 7 days. And the guy was talking to me. Please talk to the boss here, supervisor here, to go back. Then I told the guy, we shall talk. So I went and talked to the supervisor. Why did you fire this guy? He is so good with the customers. This time he was voted the best in customer service in that restaurant. The guy told me, I asked him to wash the pan. You know, staff wanajipikia, eh? The guy said, who? Me? I am a man. I can't do that. I'm not hired here to wash pans. I am not going to do it. He was very bold. So he was shown the door for 7 days. Now, can you imagine if I told the guy, go back, I am the owner? Maybe the supervisor, I can resign. I allowed him to go home 7 days. I never talked to him. The supervisor followed. I am told today because the guy is sitting there. If he is told, okota hii makaratasi, ana okota. Respect. And some of us business people who are here and who are those online, we are our own poison in our business. Because we disobey structures and we make people get injured. Sometimes I have swallowed my own words. You know, I have moved people from department to another without consulting the supervisors. But I discover, wait a minute, it is not good. I am told they are complaining. I say, no, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Go back to your department. And some of us business owners, sometimes we need to learn how to say sorry. Your word is not final. If you make a mistake, own up. For the sake of honoring the structures. Because when the structures are right, I can tell you, your business will grow. Number three, benefits of a good organization structure in our businesses. Number three, good structure enhances better workflows. A good structure encourages better workflows. Yani kazi inatendeka. Better workflows. Sometimes I look at Optiven and I think I find myself irrelevant. You know, the other day we were going to Ibuka because we want to list Optiven to Nairobi Securities Exchange, so that when George is old and George is gone to be with Abraham, Optiven does not go to be with Abraham. We are looking at Optiven 1,000 years to come. So we are organizing this event. Do you know, I did so little. My only thing that I was told by Nagilai to do is that you have only 15 minutes to speak. Everything was done. Everything was done. Hotel, everything, paperwork. Why was it done? Working structure. So you don't need to sleep in the office. The structure needs to work for you. Good structure enhances better workflow. Some of you as a leader, you need to pick the 3 Ds. You know the 3 Ds? All the time, pick the 3 Ds. You have an assignment. Ask yourself, must I do it? The 3 Ds. Must I do it? That's D number 1. D number 2, if you must not do it, you have option of 2 other Ds. Delete it. Forget about it. And then if you must do it, delegate. Delegate. Your work as a business leader and as an SME leader, as an entrepreneur, your work is to think. Your job is to think. What can I do to make my business go to the next level? But if you are counting coins, I guarantee you, your business will remain a small business. Sometimes the customers call me and they make a lot of noise. They say, George, you must take me to see the site. No, my people are better than me. They are sharper than me. They are more eloquent than me. They will take care of you. The only thing I do is to buy you lunch at GMC Place, Kitengela. Lunch on me. Kumasaji loho kidogo. So the same with you. You must be able to handle people who think you are the only one who can be able to support them. Let the structure support them. Good structure enhances better workflows. Kazi inasonga. Don't die of stress. There's a CEO friend of mine. He runs a huge business in South Africa. 2 months ago, he committed suicide. And then I was asking, why did this man commit suicide? I am told this is a man who doesn't know how to do the 3 Ds. He wants to do everything, including negotiations of a rental space. Sometimes you have to lose for you to gain. Sometimes you have to lose some power for you to gain. Delegate that power for you to gain through structures. Number 4, benefits of a good organization structure. Number 4, increases productivity. Increases productivity. Increases productivity. If you want good results, work on good organization structure. The people are able to know where to get instructions from. The people are able to know who to please. If they always please you as a leader of your business, they don't please their supervisor, I can tell you, you are inviting trouble. If they know my report is supposed to go to the next level, they'll be doing it. Because you cannot check all the reports. You can't. Human being has got some limits. Delegate for other people. You can imagine like Optiven, how many reports we produce in a day. Yet for me, I only see the dashboard. Only the dashboard. How many customers do we have? Those who have feedback. If all that feedback comes to George Wachiuri, I'll be crazy. By the way, I'll be mad. And I'm sure most of you are so stressed. You even forget to go to salon. Hata ukubuki how your hair looks like. Because you have too much in your head, you don't know what to do. Man, if you capture these structures, you'll have time to go for salon, you go for massage, you go for nails, and you visit a friends. Increases productivity. Number 5, a good organization structure. Number 5, enables coordinated information flow. A good organization structure enables coordinated coordinated information flow. A good example here is government. My friend, government. When President Uhuru Kenyatta announces the curfew is now not there, do you know what follows? Do you know what follows? Memos from the State House to the ministries, to the counties, to your chief, to your sub-chief. And this thing is real. The other time that he announced curfew, I was in the village. And my sub-chief is my friend. He has a Murikamwizi. And we were with him. And immediately he was typing things. I asked him, what are you typing? He says, every day we must report how many cases are in our location. You must report. Why are you reporting? He said, no, the president is waiting. Of course, not the president, it's the system. So, do you mean you have a president number? He said, no, I can't have a president number. I said to my chief. My chief sent to district, county commissioner. From district to provincial, county commissioner. Now, commissioner sends to the next level. Can you imagine how organized this system is? Can we make our business as organized as that? That when you have information, you don't need to really shout. You only need to follow the structures and the message is home. That way, you can manage a business here, business in Rwanda, business in Nakuru, business in Mombasa, lakini ngoja tuongee sasa pole pole without shouting. Sisi wa Africa, we are totally unable to expand our businesses. Angalia hawa China, wako hapa na mabiashara. Angalia people from Europe, they are opening branches here. The entire tax collection benefits very little to Kenyan people because the money is wired to Netherlands. Money is wired to their head offices. Let us ask ourselves, what time are we going to make our businesses available across Africa? And I'm also speaking to myself. Next month, I'm in DRC Congo to see what Optiven can do there. I can't be preaching here and I'm doing different. So I am challenging all these business owners, both here and online. Ask yourself, forget about being a village champion. Hey, we are the best in real estate in Kenya. Kenya is a village. Think about real estate in Rwanda, real estate in Congo, real estate in other countries. That's the only way we really beat ourselves and move to the next level. Some of us, we fight over competition. By the way, for us, we say we have no competition. Zero competition. We have zero competition in real estate. We can't have competition when government is crying to develop 250,000 homes. Yes, all these people are making noise. We are only making 50,000 units. 50,000 units. So if you are there, you want to come to real estate, please come. No competition. The field is virgin, ready. Look at Africa. Our people have no homes. So if we coordinate our information, we can be able to manage different sides of businesses. If you are doing fashion, I think there's a friend of mine here who does fashion. You are only in Nairobi. Why can't you be in Eldoret? Why can't you be in Busia? You can only do this if the structures are working. Number 6, the benefit of good organization structure. Number 6 is a sure bet of your company's growth. You are sure your company will grow. It's a sure bet. If your structures are good, you are sure that your company will grow. Sometimes I look at Safaricom, for example. I marvel, I wonder. A company in Kenya making 100 billion. Hey, jameni. Na mnasema ati biashara hakuna. These guys are here. They are not in the moon. Wako hapa. Na unalia. Some of us, we complain so much until our business are shaking. Hey, how are you doing? Patricia, how are you doing? Hey, where? Maybe I'm surviving. How are you surviving? You are surviving and somebody is making 100 billion. Be careful what you confess. You confess that survival, you will survive. If somebody asks you, Jologe, how are you doing? Patricia, how are you doing? Pastor, how are you doing? I am thriving. Yeah, I am thriving. I am going on strong. I am strong. I like the slogan for Dubai. A place where people thrive. And most of it because we are business owners. We can be able to project this positivity, the positive mindset. It's called the billionaire mindset to our people, to our businesses, to our customers, regardless of the challenges. And we can be able to go to the next level. Next level is not for the cowards. Next level is for people who are courageous, people willing to take decisions, sometimes very tough decisions. It's a sure bet of your company's growth. I've seen my bank here, Equity Bank, the first trillion bank. Ask yourself, what are they doing? Look at Optiven. Over COVID, I was telling Pastor, we hired more than 100 people on a permanent basis over COVID. Nagila, is it right? Over. We had over 30 management trainees over COVID. What is Optiven doing? You can do it better. It is possible and doable. The last one. The last benefit of organization structure. The last one. Good organization structure creates energy to the owner. Hey, I like that. Hey, good organization structure generates energy, inspiration, power to the business owner. Because things are flowing, things are going, the ventures are growing. And when you have that particular energy, you can be able to diversify. That's what happened to Optiven. We have done this for 21 years. But we have a goal of creating 30,000 jobs. We are asking ourselves, yet we have done very good projects. Victory Gardens with the solar, with the roads, and people are building. And you can feel the positivity. We have done projects in Gatanga Road, Success Gardens, doing value additions, doing solar street lighting, underground power. Amani Ridge. And we're asking ourselves, what next? How do we create these 30,000 jobs? And since the energy is flowing, the systems are working, the structures are working, we said we can be able to establish other SBUs, strategic business units, to create jobs for our people. That's how we came up with the restaurant in Karen. We hired 70 people. We went to Waterfront. We saw some spaces, Panarottis, the wood-fired pizza, put there 50 people. Creating jobs, because that's your job, to create jobs. We went to Kitengela. We put up one of the biggest children entertainment center called GMC Place. Huge. On Sunday, we host 1,000 people on Sunday. Over 100 people are hired there. We have not stopped there. We are still thinking, because the energy is flowing, the structures are working. You can be able to create opportunities for young people because your structures are good. That's why sometimes I worry. I get a bit concerned when I see an entrepreneur who is very strategic, very intelligent, getting bogged down. Hey, anafanya reconciliations. Yeah, reconciliations. Anafanya balance sheet. Oh, there's a difference of 50 cents. The whole night you are there thinking, no. Hire these accountants. They are good. Young people, good. They are going to do trial balance in minutes. They do for you balance sheet in minutes. They do for you proposal in minutes. Can I tell you something? When we started Optiven, I was the one doing the bank proposal. And marketers, I'm a marketer myself. Marketers are not very keen to details. So sometimes I did a proposal and there was a legal guy there. Yani kazi yake ni kutoa makosa, spelling mistakes, commas, full stops. My proposal was decorated. It was red. I discovered, hey, George, wewe washana proposal. Hire somebody who is so good to do these proposals who actually embarrassment. Of course, I was embarrassed. Umepeleka proposal, imekuwa decorated na red pen. Ni kama mwalimu ana mark. Today, I don't do that. We had a fellow who does a proposal and the bank asks, have you hired a top consultant in this nation? You can do the same. Hire experts to do this work. So that for you, the energy you have, think of what else can you do. Be like Dagote. You know Dagote? Yeah. Kazi yake ni hiyo. Hire talents. And then Dagote crisscrosses Africa to look at the opportunities. Be like Richard Branson. 400 plus companies. And moving on. But you can only do that if you have energy. How does energy come? Good organization structures and other things I mentioned to you. My bonus point. A bonus point. The structure allows you to let go and gain. The structure allows you to let go. One of the things you must lose is power. You can't be everywhere. You can't do everything. Let go. As I conclude, I'm not going to have 2 more minutes. As I conclude, I urge you, even as you do all these things we have talked about, dynamic leadership, good organizational structure, our next level, focus vision, systems and technologies, I want to urge you 4 things that it all starts with a mindset. I want to urge you to have a billionaire mindset. They say success can be copied. You can easily copy success. Easily copy success. Billionaire mindset. What does it say? A billionaire mindset, you must have a positive mindset all the time. You must have a positive mindset. They say people with positive mindset, they live longer. People who are always complaining, hata akitoa tithe ana complain. Na tithe sio yako. Tithe belongs to God. 10% not yours. Hey, tithe yangu hii. Hey, pesa yote Mungu anauma. Wewe. Who is giving you oxygen? It's God giving you oxygen. The positive mindset. You know what the Bible says? When you give with a cheerful heart. Some of us, we are always tight. The hands are tight. You don't want to give. Positive mindset. Number 2, the billionaire mindset. You must keep improving your self-image. You must keep improving your self-image. As a business leader, as a person, if you find yourself, you don't read a book in a month, something is going to happen. John Maxwell said, people who don't read books, they erode their intelligence, their wisdom also goes down, their understanding goes down, and then you'll be hearing so-and-so is a doctor. Yet, his or her argument is not of a doctor. Kube who saw me, I want to challenge all of you. Once a month, read only 1 book. I don't know where my books are. You know, read a book. Ensure you read a book. If you don't want to read, listen to videos. Benchmark with the people. If you're good in marketing, go and listen to Brian Tracy. If you like community work, listen to George Wachiuri. I do videos, 2 videos in a week. So that your mind is not salty. Your mind is fresh. That's very important for business people. Very important. You must improve your self-image. Even the way you dress, by the way. I remember one time I lost a lot of money through a transaction. And even that particular time, I used to wear a suit and a tie. And I was calling myself a billionaire. Yet, at a 50 babuna, you have 0 in the pocket. In fact, I could not even afford lunch. But I wanted to stick in my system that yes, you must keep improving your self-image. Even though you are shaved as a businessman, the salon you visit as an entrepreneur, the networks that you have will make a whole difference. Billionaire mindset number 3, you must have a mindset of adding value to other people. The mindset of adding value to other people could be your staff, could be your family, could be your church. People who don't add value to others, they also become very, very salty, ineffective, unable to make things move. You must have a mindset of adding value to other people. Over COVID, all of us were home, and there were a lot of issues, people losing jobs. And one time I thought, George, what can you do to inspire people, to encourage people? We started a school called George Wachiuri School of Mentorship. The first recruitment cohort 1, we had over 500 people registering. I took them 6 months and did the graduation. The condition was, you must attend 70% of the classes. The cohort 1, I visited one of them, a young man, and asked him, by the way, did you implement any of my teachings? He said 100%. Today, I have hired 15 people over COVID. I said, wow. This mentorship works. Somebody told me mentorship is better than experience. We did cohort 2. Now we are doing cohort 3. And if you are here, you can just talk to Nagilai. You can join 6 months and then we graduate. Why? When we exchange what we do, they say success can be copied. You copy what we are doing, definitely your business will succeed. Those who know me have failed 15 times. All those failures, those are lessons we share with you so that you have become a better person. And because not all of us who have that time to keep listening, we have done some books. This is called Unleash Your Full Potential, How to Start Small and Build an Empire. People have read this book. They are changing their businesses. This is basically what we do at Optiven. It's a very nice book. And I have another one called Soul Like an Eagle. This is my story. You read this story. If you don't cry, you must be a brother or a sister or fellow. It's a very, very, you can read it in 2 hours. It's a very, very inspirational book. The guy talking to you here, one time, 5 days, lived without food. 5 days. Haujakula kitu. So you see the story here. And as I conclude, I want to urge you, keep that billionaire mindset. Keep it up. Have the mindset of adding value to people. And then finally, ability to face challenges and not giving up. Let me tell you, life is full of challenges. Whether we are Christians or not, there are challenges. But the good thing, we have our God in heaven. We knock, we seek, and we find. For me, is to encourage all those who are doing business, both here and online, that don't give up. Even this time of COVID, there are many people who have closed. By the way, go and reopen. Go and open that business. Pray for it. You know, I have a Nation friend of mine. Every time I go to his shop, when he opens, he can't talk to you. He burns something that like a smoke. He's a good friend. I ask him, by the way, this smoke, what is it? Do you want to burn shaku? He says, no, this is a sacrifice to our gods. From that day, I think I was young, I said in Optiven, every time we have a meeting, we must have prayers. Every Wednesday, we do prayer and fasting. That's our culture at Optiven. Because I ask myself, huyu ni mwindi. Anashomashoma makaa. Na hao ni Mungu yake. My God is so real. We can ask him, and this God is so real. Even the time of challenges, you can do it. So those businesses, let's agree. Please go and open. Let's not close businesses. I almost shed tears when I went to Radisson. Nikakuta amefunga. And I asked, who is the CEO? I need to talk to him. How can you close a hotel in a city with almost 7 million people? How? There's a problem. I went to Norfolk. Wamefunga. Who is the CEO here? By the way, umefunga yako, enda fungua. And if you are fearing, call me. We will pray with you there. It will work. It will go to the next level. It is possible. So don't give up. Before I sit, pick up good networks. That's a billionaire mindset. Pick up good networks, good friends, people who inspires you, people who encourages you. On your own platform on Facebook, do not allow anybody to abuse you on Facebook. That's your home. Toa yeye. Moa. Toa. Your Facebook is your house. Your Twitter, that's your platform. Muda na abuse tu. You look ugly. Where do you uliniumba? Yeah. No, I can't allow that. You know? WhatsApp. Some of us in a WhatsApp that are so bad. You know, the other day we were handing over one of the projects called Victory Gardens to the owners. And then we invited all the people there in that particular WhatsApp. And if you saw the postings, yani unaisoma unatetemeka, ile baya. I said, no, we need to talk to these people. I told them how you should behave on a WhatsApp group. Some of us, you need to leave some of those WhatsApp groups. Because you wake up in the morning and you have a headache. Choose your networks. Your network is your net worth. And once you do that, we shall meet at the top. We are going to be at the next level. And for me is to pray for all of you that your businesses will thrive. Your businesses will move forward. And I want to encourage you with a verse in Psalms 1, verse 3, that you will be like the tree planted along the streams of water, that the fruits will keep showing up and the leaves will not wither. Everything you touch, you do, you prosper. That's my prayer for you. God bless you. God bless you. I value you. And for me, I am happy when the people prosper. God bless you. I think I'll stop.
There's an overflow, abundance of favor. It's a new level. It's a new